Now, so this question here is what's called rearrange the formula, okay? So what we want is, in a box, there's a letter, this letter we have to get on its own. Second rule is, whatever is attached directly to this letter, so for example, in question 1, it's in question 1, it's the, question 3, it's the B. So the B will be the last letter to be moved away from the A. Now here's what happens. Okay? AB equals D plus C. Did everybody see what I did there? I brought the C over the other side. Now, A is being multiplied by B. Therefore, when you bring the B over the other side, the B turns from multiplication into division. Therefore, it goes on the bottom. The answer is D plus C all over B. Happy enough with that? Now, let's look at number 6 as another example. I want to get Q on its own. The number that's directly attached to the Q is the 3. The 3 is the last thing to leave. Bring 4P over the other side, and we get 2R plus 4P. Is everybody happy with that? And what leaves, where does the 3 go? Underneath. 2R plus 4P all over 3. That's the basic one. They're easy. Now, a more difficult one is, another rule I have, and I'd like you to take this down. If there's brackets multiply them. Now, what I mean is, if there's brackets, you get rid of the brackets. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, look at this question here. X plus Y plus Z equals W. In this question here, the Y is stuck in the middle. Okay? And we want to get Y on its own. So in order to free the Y, we have to multiply them out. Everybody happy with that?
Yeah.
And what we're going to get is XY plus XZ equals W. Now, once again, we're trying to get the Y on its own. What's the last letter that leaves the Y? X. So you bring the XW over the other side, and you get W minus XZ, and then after that, what do I get rid of? How do I get rid of that X beside it? Put it underneath. Y equals W minus XZ all over X. It's not too bad, is it? Okay. Now, let me show you another version of that. Okay. The next version of that question would be, anybody see question 15? Okay, so anybody see question 15, okay? Now, in question 15, sorry guys, in question 15, what you know is about question 15, we're looking to get P on its own. And what's wrong with the P? It's in brackets, okay, and it's stuck. So what I'm suggesting we do is we multiply in by a third. What's a third of P? P over 3. A third of Q. Now, your biggest problem is the fractions, correct?
Yeah.
The fractions is the only thing stopping you guys to know what to do.
Yeah.
Any idea how to get rid of the fractions? Fionn?
Yeah, cancel the 2 3s.
You can only do that if there's a 3 on the other side. So for example, Fionn, 5 over 2 equals 4 over 2 plus 1 over 2. In this case, I'm allowed to cancel the 2's because everything is divided by 2, and 4 plus 1 equals 5. However, if I did a question like this where I said 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2, what is 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2? It's 4 over 2, isn't it? And 4 over 2 equals 2. If I did this one what you're suggesting and cancel the 2's this time, 2 doesn't equal 4. So you're only allowed to cancel it when they all have the same denominator. Liam?
Could you put 3 over 3?
3 top and bottom. Everybody got that? And now you're in a position to cancel. Which letter are we looking to get on its own again? What? P. So, if I move Q to the left, I'm going to get 3R plus Q equals P. And in the same way that 5 equals 2 plus 3 is the same thing as 2 plus 3 equals 5, I can just reverse the sides and say P equals 3R plus Q. Everybody get that? Higgins?
You have to change your
Yeah, it's nice to have on the left side, everything else on the right. Okay, I'm a bit particular about that.
marks.
Probably not, but it's best to be able to do it. Okay? Now, looking at another one here. Okay? What I'm going to look at now is, I'm going to look at 21. Can anybody in class give me a suggestion for 21? Any suggestion whatsoever for 21? Yes, Sean?
Put over B.
Sorry?
Put everything over B.
Put everything over B. Sean is smart. He nailed it on the. He nailed it. So what do I do with the D, guys? They're not. Everything's not over B. So what do I do, Higgins?
BB over B.
BD over B. What happens next? Cancel. What letter do I want to get on its own? What's preventing the B being on its own? Is the D being multiplied or added to it? It's being multiplied. How do you know it's being multiplied? They're beside you. So you bring the D underneath and you get B equals 2A minus 3C all over D. Or I can just put the D on that side and just, because I'm particular. Okay? Everybody getting the gist of this?
Why do you put B, D, only
It says B in brackets here, so B needs to be on its own. Is that what you asked me?
No, like when it says 2A over B minus 3C over B equals BD, where does B come from?
Yeah,
Where do they come from?
the B's.
No, the on the top of the over the B.
That big.
Yeah.
Pick a number between 1 and 5. Don't tell me. Do it again. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Multiply by 3.
Yeah.
Divide by 3.
Yeah.
Did you get the same number?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that I'm not allowed to change the value of D. But if I pick a number to put on the bottom, I also have to multiply by the same number on top, so it doesn't change its value. It's still the same value, it just has a makeover. Okay? It'd be like me saying pick a number between 1 and 5 and you say 4. I say multiply it by X. And then I say divide it by X. It's still the number 4. Okay? So I'm just rearranging it, but still, just so it has the same denominator as the other ones. Now guys, what I'm going to ask you to look at next is number 30, okay? Number 30 here is X minus Y over Z equals W. Get Z on its own. Anybody have any ideas how to do that?
Put them all over Z.
Put them all over Z. How do we do that?
X over Z. Z W over Z.
ZW over Z. I made one mistake. Anyway, tell me what it is. ZX. Okay. Now this one has a problem. Okay, can anyone tell me what the problem is this time around?
Wait,
Yeah.
why don't you put a Z because the Y is on in the middle?
Y already had a Z underneath it. I already had a Z. So we didn't have to change it. Guys, what's the problem this time around? There's 2 Z's. Now, we've had this problem before. And what we've done in the past is something like this. If you remember AB plus BC, you have 2 B's, don't you? Factorize and you turn them into
Oh yeah.
1 B. So, can anybody tell me what I'm going to do next? Anything that has a Z in it goes to the left. Anything that hasn't got a Z in it goes to the right. ZX minus ZW equals?
It's not plus.
Y. No, ZX. This one here was plus ZW. Change sides to go to minus ZW.
Yeah.
Minus Y changes to plus Y. Now what do I do?
Z bracket X minus W.
Yeah. Equals
X or Y.
Y. Then Z equals Y over x minus w. That's you done. Okay, guys.
Did you do the last part?
What?
Why did you do the last part?
This part here?
Yeah.
I wanted z on its own, and what's preventing z from being on its own is being multiplied by x minus w. If it's being multiplied by x minus w on the left side, when it changes to the right hand side, it has to be the opposite of multiplication, which is division.
What happens to the other side?
What one? Nothing. When you multiply it back out, you could ask this question about this one here. What happens to the other b? If you multiply it back out, AB and BC, it's still there. It's just presented differently. It's like you have two arms, but you put clothing over one arm and you only see one arm there. Yeah.
How would you do like 27?
27.
Yes.
Okay, go on over here. 27. 27 looks like this. Would everybody agree that it's 1at squared divided by 2? Yeah? A half at squared is 1at squared divided by 2. Everything is being halved. Now guys, what do you do to the bottom of each one?
Two.
2.
Then what?
Cross out
Bring on
2.
here.
What letter do you want on its own?
So,
A.
8.
A. Bring over. 2s. Sorry guys, 2s what? Minus 2ut equals, can I leave the 1 out? 1
Yeah.
can be left out. at squared. What's preventing the a from being on its own? Is it being multiplied by t squared, or what's the scenario?
Multiply.
And what does that mean when you take that t squared and bring it over to your side? Means divide it, and that there is your answer.
Happens to 1.
Okay. Still there if you want it to be. What's one apple? An apple. What's one car? A car. You don't have to put 1 in. What's a t squared? T squared. So you don't actually have to put the 1 in. What's an at squared? 1 at squared is at squared. 1 Luke is Luke. Okay? Alright guys. Oh.